Hello and welcome everyone. How are you?
Good.
Good. How are you? Hopefully good. I see a lot. If you would, for the I'm looking. Okay, by your answer. Great, everyone. I'm sure my audio and the video is all good. So thank you very much. I'm Jill DeWitt. This is Stephen Jack Butala. We are Land Academy. 10 years of Land Academy and many, many more years as full-time land investors. We'll just go with that. So thank you, Jemay. We are open to the public for a little bit right now. We have some announcements for our group. We have a question we're going to read for everyone. We're going to talk about Jack's industry information for the week that you want to share with everyone. And then in about 10, 15 minutes, we'll close her up for our community and then continue the call where we really dive deep into the Land Academy community's questions and deals and all that good stuff. So would you mind getting me so I can take over I have some announcements I want to cover for next week here. So here we are today. When we're going to flip this to year 10, is that coming? I guess when we hit year 10, which would be in July, it'd officially be 10 years in July. Can you believe that? We're going to do some fun stuff coming up this summer and towards the end of the year to really celebrate that we've been helping some of you for 10 years and we so appreciate you. I'm really excited. So thank you. All right. Now, of course, during the call for members with us in Zoom, use the chat for all the little banter. And as you're filling in the Q&A, I can see the questions popping in. You can start loading them in now. Whatever that message was, I'm not able to see it. Oops, we're not sharing. Excuse me.
Oh,
please.
darn. My bad.
How about now?
We were talking about lights instead of actually paying attention to what we were supposed to be doing.
All right. So like I was saying, that's us. We got that. Here's how we use the chat in the Q&A for members during the Zoom call. Here's our format. If you don't have it, do a quick screenshot so you know how to put your things in for would you do this deal? Like I see Caesars is in there like in order. It's perfect. And here's the question of the week. This is from Thad P. It says, my first mailer just went out the door. Yay. That's so exciting.
I know.
Every time, it's funny. I'll tell you right now, team, the mailer hit.
Our most recent mailer just hit. And
you just talked about this morning.
Real good chuckle about the first wave of the mailers. There's some angry people. And then the deals start coming. We're in the anger phase.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty entertaining.
It's a crack up. All I can think about is because the call just came in as we're starting this. I'm thinking to myself, that poor woman's family is going to have to listen tonight at the dinner table while mom bitches about us and how awful we are for sending her a letter. So it's hilarious. So yeah, just so you know, it hit. Okay. So it says, but it's so exciting when you do that. You just gotta go for it. It says, I have Jill's list of the information she gets on initial call for due diligence, right? My Land Academy inbound seller checklist. But I'm wondering if I can get more information about how Jill exactly answers the phone. Do you give your name and the company name? Oh, it's a good question. How do you make them feel comfortable by talking to you right away? I know Jill says connection is everything, so just wondering what she's doing to forge that connection so quickly. Oh, it's so easy. All I say is, this is Jill. That's it. It's kind of how I answer the phone for everybody, for everything, not like my girlfriends, but when I walk in the office or I pick up the phone, this is Jill. And then it's immediately casual. I don't throw out a name. I don't throw out the company name. I'm not going to bog it all down with anything like that. And then that was a really good question. And then I just go from there. And then the whole tone is, especially the call that just came in, the whole tone is, let's all calm down. I get it. I never lose my cool with them. I no matter how whatever they're coming from. I never lose my cool. And the madder they are, the more I'm going to make friends with them, the more I'm going to try to make friends with them, I should say. Because even if we don't agree on the whole thing at the end, hey, it's my business. And what do? Do you get paid to do that? Well, shoot, come on, kind of thing. And at least get on the same page. If they don't like my offer or it's not the right time, that's okay. Throw it away or save it. No skin off my nose, hopefully they save it. And I wish them all the best. And that's it. It was a good question. Do you want to add anything?
No, no, not
Okay.
at all.
All
But
right.
you're so qualified to answer that.
Thanks. Next week, we will be out of town. Jack is going to take me away for Mother's Day. So there will not be a Thursday call, a member call next week, everyone. So be sure you mark your calendars. So not on the 15th, but we will come back the next week.
Mother's Day is one of the most celebrated holidays in our household.
Over birthdays?
Yes,
Oh.
because everyone has a birthday,
Thanks.
but you've earned it.
Thank you very
Put your
much.
time in.
I appreciate that. But yeah, and the ladies' call will happen next Thursday also, or next Wednesday, I should say. So as you can see, that will continue. So ladies' call will happen on Wednesday, no call on Thursday. But is that happening that? Oh, we don't have that one anymore. The pro call is actually been pivoted to something else, I think. Or you know what? If it's on there, it's happening. How's that? Because not everything I have to show up for, so I don't really know the schedule. All right, take it away, Jack.
Let's look at what happened last week in real estate in general. Every week we look at this graph and we're looking for trends. It's a different format, isn't it? May 3rd. Median listing prices
It is different. Yeah.
are flat. I would call this flat. We would have liked to see these drop. They have not dropped. This is the week ending May 3rd of this year against last year's same week. New listings. This is not what we're seeing. A lot more listings coming up for sale. This is trending upward. So there's more property that's being listed in the entire country, but the prices aren't going down. Active listings there's 30% more, and it has been that way for quite some time. So the real trend here and why we look at this is to look at this jump, look for any changes, and here they are. There's more now, even more listings being listed over these active listings. There's a ton of property on the market. It's a great time to buy. Why is this important? Because these cycles, these 4-phase cycle of real estate, of real estate recessionary cycles, it happens this way every time since the Great Depression. And things can speed it up or really screw it up. Last time that we had a real serious recession / depression was around 2009, 2010. And it was because of what everybody calls now predatory lending practices, and the federal government regulated that. So that's theoretically not supposed to happen anymore. In my opinion, we're at the tail end of this hyper supply and heading into a recession, which will really affect these numbers, which is why we look at this. I'd like to see median listing prices go down 10, 15, 20%, maybe more. New listings to go up even more, and active listings to increase to drive these prices down.
30% more active than this time last year is a lot.
It's insane. Plus 10% more listings.
A lot.
To dig deeper, which I won't do because we're limited to time in this call, I would heavily encourage you to take a look at your individual markets. There's tons of them here. This is so much information. Let me put this in the chat for everybody. Homes sold, I'm not going to go through it, but dark blue is 2022, and you can see what it was against last year in 24, 23, and then 22. 2022. This is the result of COVID. And you can click through this stuff. You can choose your market data, your market, and you can download it. This is part of my research. When a red, green, yellow test gets passed, I take a look at stuff like this. Just see what's happening. I look for weirdness. This is weird. Goes against these trends.
Hmm.
Median sale price is going down.
An active listing is a for sale property on the
Property that's listed on the
MLS.
MLS regardless of type, usually a house or a condo or land. We would only look at land. You know, we just did a podcast on this. We look at housing data because it very closely correlates with land. And land, for whatever reason, the world has not extrapolated real estate data because there's not a lot of people who buy and sell land. There's a ton of people like real estate agents that need SFR data. But it turns out it's very accurate. Where people are buying and selling houses, they're buying and selling land. Mortgage rates aren't worth looking at. Hopefully the feds are going to reduce rates this year. Everything I read says it's going to go down probably maybe even 2 points, which will hopefully have a real direct effect on reducing mortgage rates. That the effect of that will be to blow out some of the existing inventory. We'll see. Point is, right now, it's a total buyer's market. We are buyers. Make sure you buy your real estate super cheap and make sure you have the cheapest property on the market when you go to resell it.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to close our team stuff here. So as we go on, go
You
ahead.
want to present this?
I'll do it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're going to change our format in the next couple weeks. Remember, we're not going to have a Thursday call next week, but we will the week after. And I think by then we're going to roll this out. So in 2 weeks from today. So we're going to change it. We're going to, the new member call format will now be called office hours, is what we're doing instead of our weekly member call, thanks to the overwhelmingly positive call last week, of course, for renaming. And we're going to name, actually, we're going to name the Q&A call. Well, that's this call to office hours. It says, to foster a more collaborative, casual environment where everyone member feels welcome to ask questions, share wins, and learn together. You know what? This is really you. You explain what's going on here.
So last week, what prompted all this is last week, and I'm going to ask everybody to do it again this week.
Yeah.
I want everyone here who feels comfortable to dream up a question for us. You know, this is kind of our office hours and our time to spend with you. We've been doing it for 9 years. I don't care how crazy it is. In fact, I was thinking, it's come to our attention over the years of instructing Land Academy that people are a little bit intimidated by the questions that they're asking. So I'm going to make this a contest. I want all of you to ask a question, first of all, if you're able to. If you're driving, you obviously can't. And someone's going to get an award at the end for the craziest new person in the business, like newbie question.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to shed any intimidation that you have about asking us questions or whatever intimidation you might have. So whoever can ask the craziest, you know, in another environment, somebody might say, what I'm saying is there's no such thing as a bad question. And some people say there is. I forget about being intimidated. Someone will win. We'll announce it at the end. Jill's going to keep track.
I'm a little confused by the format, but you have it down. So I'm just going to follow along. Seriously.
Have what down?
Well, I'm like, what goes first? Like,
that's not this. This is next week, 2 weeks from now.
I know. Well, and I'm confused about you. Like I said, you and the team met on the format. So I don't fully understand the format. So I'm going to.
You'll get emails
along
about it, or unless our staff wants to present it now, because I didn't even look at it.
Oh, okay. I think that's what this is.
What is?
So there's going to be, how about this? This is loosely the new format. Just be ready for it. There will be an opportunity to submit your questions ahead of time. There will be a call submission form. I don't know if they all have to be that way or not. I'm waiting for my team to decide and tell us, basically. Let's see here. We really want to share some wins. We will allow you to join with cameras on, because I think that'd be really, really fun. I don't know where in the call, or if it's going to be the whole call.
I think it's at the end.
Okay. See, I don't know. And then each week roll, it says homework. We're going to identify. I do remember this part. I heard about this, that, there's often trends that we pick up on our weekly call. Like, hey, everyone, I see a trend that we could all brush up on this part in our due diligence. So here's what I want everyone to do. That kind of a thing. We'll try to identify a theme and maybe even a homework thing. So we all get better together. And the end result is just all picking the best properties at the best price. So, and of course, it's all going to be optional, but it's designed to, keep you growing and improving every week. And you can still ask the questions live. So yeah, you don't have to submit them and all that good stuff. But I think what we're going to do too, is I'll confirm with my team. We'll see how it goes. I think you'll be able to, raise your hand, mic up, camera up, and ask it with us in the group.
Trying to engage you more.
Yep.
We really want,
Yeah.
we want to have an hour with you.
Well, do you want that? Well, let's even ask this too to the room right now. Like Caesar, thank you, Caesar, for participating. Do you guys want a camera up and mic up? Would that be more fun for you and easier for you? So
you don't have to,
yeah,
you're
not comfortable. That's okay. Yeah. But would you like the opportunity to? So sweet. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Cause then you could answer. Okay, good. Then we could have a little banter back and forth. I can go, well, what do you mean by that? And did that make sense? And so, yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. These are good questions you're asking. Oh, I did not know we were hiring. Not we're hiring.
What's going on with Jill today?
We're hiring for a transaction coordinator. Nope.
What's going on with my friend Jill today?
I mean, are we hiring?
No, are we giving one spot
left? Okay.
There's one spot left to utilize our transaction coordinator service that we provide. Apparently our team, our transaction coordinator team,
yes,
has I'm going to save you here.
Well, that's why
has
should lead
some time on their hands.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing as many transactions at their capacity. So if you have deals, please submit them right here, transaction coordinator.
There we go.
And we will close them for you for a fee. I don't not know what the fee is, but I know that it's not enough. It's a good deal for you and not enough for us to really make any money. I know that for sure.
I would be willing to bet if you log into your member dashboard, there's a thing under there for transaction under resources, something like that. You'll find it, where you can get transaction services. And where, there's things like you could do coaching off of there. All those things are on the website. This will be on there too. So, and of course, always you can just reach out to support at Land Academy and they can answer any questions you have to, or just pick up the phone. Okay. And of course, don't forget for all your mail needs, and it's about to get better. Just FYI, I know Offers to Owners is coming up with some new products and ways to streamline the process.
Trying to make your mailer life easier.
So hang tight. It's going to be great when it's done. Now we're at the end.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to close it up now for our members, and thank you, team, for doing that.